Hello, hello, everybody, and we are live. I hope you're all doing well on this great evening. And we have PJ Cruikshank in Element. How are you doing, fine, sir?
Not too bad, not too bad. Still flat where I'm at, and Jesus still loves us.
That's so true. How was your day?
Yeah, not too bad. Like I say, I had a lazy day today. I didn't do much today. I didn't even do any cooking. I just ate what was in the fridge. I couldn't be bothered today for some reason.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, my Sundays are usually busy days, so for me that won't work. Okay. So, we're going to carry on, guys, with the Black Swan. Obviously, tonight is part 2 of the series, and I was thinking it's going to make it easier if we go through it with the presentation from QE, Quantum Razor, because he actually breaks it down quite well. So I think that's going to work well. I just want to say hey to Jeff Gasshead, Alan Norsha, and Max65, Charlie Gill, PJ Cruikshank, obviously. Who else had I seen here? Fetish Fist, good to see you, mate. Cosmic Guru, and that's about everybody. And Chuck Middleton, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you guys all here tonight. Thank you all for the support. You guys rock. So yeah, if you guys already... Oh, I see the polls have changed. It was 100%.
It was a minute ago, yeah.
Yeah, 15 votes. So there has been someone voting yes. Globies are starting to understand the Black Swan. I still stick it to no.
Yeah, I'm a bit dubious about that one.
I mean, we showed last night the Globies don't understand the Black Swan at all. But yeah, 7% say yes, so there were obviously at least 2 people voting yes.
Maybe that 7% are now global and now flat earthers.
Or they understand it and they're just choosing to be willfully ignorant by ignoring everything. Hey LSG,
Absolutely.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Yeah, so I think let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. You ready? Let's do this.
We have to define it, right? Because we have to define all things that we discuss so we can communicate with each other. Here's 3 I have in the hole. It's from their alma mater wiki, Merriam-Webster and Oxford dictionaries. The horizon is the apparent line that separates the earth from the sky. From Merriam-Webster, the line where the earth seems to meet the sky. The apparent junction of earth and sky sailing toward the horizon.
Oh, wow. Already Godzilla 37, thank you for coming in. A $10 super chat. That's awesome. I am open AI. Gravity because Newton, because of Einstein, because of gravity, because of Newton, because of Einstein, because of gravity, because of Newton, because of Einstein. And repeat. Yeah, guys, that's probably in reference to the video I had today. I had a chat about gravity to open AI chat GDP. And let's just put it this way. Exactly. Just like Godzilla just put there. It was a rinse and repeat contradiction. No, and I mean, I got it as short as I could to 32 minutes for you guys. Otherwise, it could have gone on for easily an hour, 2 hours, repeating the same thing. But to cut it short, the AI was literally stating and validating every response I made. Like, can I please have a scientific hypothesis and experiment for Newton? Well, anyway, he gives a so-called hypothesis. And I say, okay, the experiment, and it couldn't give me an experiment. It literally conceded that Newton did not have an experiment. Now, how do you have an experiment if you don't have an experiment? How is it claimed to be a valid science? It cannot be.
Well, it can't be.
Yeah.
Without an experiment, there is no science, is there?
Exactly. So how did Newton get his work peer-reviewed without having an experiment? I mean, even the AI bot literally said you have to manipulate the IV to get the DV, just like we always state that the Globus claim we don't. And conceded so many things. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, do go watch. I did put some nice music on. So it's upbeat music. You can listen to it while you watch. Maybe I can just show a piece of it. I think let's do that. Because I got some more planned with the planned GDP's bots, because there's some really hectic stuff coming from these bots, guys. Let's just get the advert going. But yeah, I had some fun with it. I mean, it shows you that even if you can get it right for the bot to go and contradict itself, then it shows you something. I mean, this is supposed to be something that doesn't lie, and I got it caught lying and contradicting the whole time, and it's actually sad.
Hello. Today I have serious conversation on ChatGPT AI. I discuss gravity and want to see once and for all if it even is scientific. Please do enjoy the music and read through the long debate between myself and the AI bot ChatGPT.
Okay, so anyway, we don't need to go through the whole thing. You guys can go and watch it. But actually, like I was saying, it was just, is gravity pseudoscience? And it says, no, gravity is not pseudoscience. Gravity is a fundamental force of nature that has been extensively studied and observed throughout history. The concept of gravity was first described by Sir Isaac Newton in his laws of motion in the 17th century, blah, 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 blah. So I asked, okay, what is the scientific hypothesis? It gives me the scientific hypothesis. Then I've asked, okay, where's the experiment for validation? And it literally conceded that there is no scientific experiment to validate it. But later on then gives blah like Cavendish and so forth. And then I say, okay, but Cavendish is simply just showing torsion twist due to torque vectoring. And I called it lying because it said Cavendish was there to measure the constant of G, of masses. And I said, but that's not true. Cavendish was first of all a demonstration or experiment, and it was there to try and measure or calculate the density of Earth, which it then had to concede as well. Okay, Shot Godzilla 37, thank you for coming, mate. Try not to run too much to catch the water in the shower, as it whizzes away from you almost at 1,000 miles an hour. But yeah,
you probably can't even get wet nowadays because you're spinning that fast. The water doesn't get a chance to hit your body, does it? It just flies away.
Yeah. But that was that video. I'm going to do some more chat GDP videos, but obviously I'm going to make the other ones more exciting. This is just much more longer than I wanted to. Yeah, so I think let's get back to anyway what we've been discussing here. It's the Black Swan, and yeah, this is just the horizon explaining with definitions and stuff that it's only optical and it's apparent. So yeah.
And Oxford dictionaries, the line at which the Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet. This seems pretty cut and dry, you'd think.
Yep.
You'd be wrong, because a lot of people don't know what the horizon is. Grown adults, they will fight tooth and nail against these definitions.
That's
if
the
you
truth.
can believe it. They're called ball-tard sitting space monkeys. They're gonna do it.
Hey, Spuddy, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. It's true. I know I've had to had debated so many ballers that don't know what a horizon is. And if they can't even get what a horizon is, how do you think they're going to get what the Black Swan argument is? Because they don't know the difference between physical and optical, and that's the truth. I mean, PJ, you've seen that a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Black Swan sorts the men from the boys. Exactly, Spuddy. You can measure the rotation of Earth in the shower. You see, he sticks a ruler on the shower wall, and he stands back with a camera, and he watches it fall, and he takes it at rate as it's falling left to right or something, east to west.
You already know it if you've been out here for more than 30 minutes. So, let's get into specifics From the US DoD horizon in general, the apparent or visible junction of the earth and sky, as seen from any specific position, also called the apparent, visible, or local horizon. Key term right there, local. Because National Geographic has its take on what the local horizon is. It's also called the geometrical horizon, and again, is the visible boundary between the earth and sky. So you got to ask yourself, okay, this word up here, this apparent, that's causing a lot of problems with people too, because it means a couple different things depending on what context you're using it in. In this particular context, it means not actually. Why? Well, on two fronts. Number one is duh. Because the earth and sky never actually meet. It only appears to.
And that's quite normal common sense. That's why when we say, okay, your geometric horizon is never possible to even be able to see. How did they get it in the first place? They couldn't, because it's an apparent position. It's only optical. But they don't seem to get that.
And number two, the observer height. That is, depending on your height, the geometrical horizon, the horizon, is going to appear to change. Well, what can obstruct or obfuscate or obscure the geometric horizon? Well, weather, atmospheric conditions, waves, tides, etc. But here's the key point. One of the points I'm going to be stressing here today. I always stress it during the presentation. It seems lost on people because they get flustered because the worldview is getting pummeled. But this is very important. The geometric horizon can never be more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet.
This is you know what I've been getting lately from the trolls? Telling me this is wrong. It's not never more than. It's supposed to be only it can be closer than. This is the idiocy we get from fetish first. Learn the scientific method or get the out of here, Kiwi. Man. But anyway, like I was saying, it's so simple. Because the globe is now fighting that it's not supposed to be never more than. It's only supposed to be closer than. No. Closer than is not how it's supposed to be. That means then if it can only be closer than, then it can never be more than. But they never understand that. I take Fetish Fist isn't a QE fan. But don't worry, we have all types of people everywhere with different opinions everywhere. So it's good to have you guys here.
Now, it can be closer than that due to the reasons I mentioned above.
Hey, Tony Whitcomb, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
But it can never, ever, under any circumstances, be more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. Key. However, on the ball-tarred ball, the geometric horizon can be no more than, like I said, what its geometric constraints allow. This makes perfect sense. It's based on the observer's height and radius.
Ooh, radius.
So how did we get there? Well, from Andrew...
Remember, guys, the radius, a straight line to the circumference. Yeah, if that straight line is longer than it's said to be, you change the radius. Yeah.
Thomas Young, San Diego State University, Astronomy
Hey,
Department.
Moxie. Good to see
If
you.
H is in meters, that makes the distance to the geometric horizon 3.57 kilometers times the square root of the height of the eye in meters. Or...
What is that? QE is? I don't know. It looks like a box. Fetish.
Yeah, I think it's ace of spades. So I think
Ace.
it means QE.
Ace.
It's
Okay.
an ace card, isn't it? Yeah.
about 1.23 miles times the square root of the eye height in feet. Now, Andrew Thomas Young hasn't cornered the market on basic geometry, and everyone was.
But you know what I got against Andrew Thomas Young though? He literally is trying to explain refraction, and not having terrestrial refraction is not actual refraction. It's not actually Snell's law, and everything he bases everything on is demonstrated using a flat surface. That's even he states it in his own paper. All the demonstrations are flat surfaces. So how do you base something on flat surfaces with actually having Snell's law in it, and then using your terrestrial refraction and stuff, and claiming it to have Snell's law that doesn't have it, and claiming it to be curved? It sounds kind of counterintuitive.
Getting their skirts and panties in a bunch over this citation. So let's go get another one. I could get about 20 other ones. We'll just stick with one more. That's all I need. From Washington State. So, for all practical purposes, we can estimate the distance of the horizon using 1.22459, the square root of the height, and that is eye height. Or perhaps even more simply is just 1.2 times the square root of the height.
That's true, Mr. Obvious. Somebody who's got to use that much math for something that's self-leveling is trying to tell a lie or suffers from cognitive dissonance. Yeah, or they're just trying to make money off of gullible people.
That's it. Which gives the distance, like I said, in miles when h is in feet. Very simply. So this shows that Andrew Thomas Young hasn't cornered the market just yet. Follow?
Yeah, follow.
Hopefully. That's rhetorical.
Imagine him reading Alice in
Let's
Wonderland.
Yeah.
I think you'd make a quite cool narrator though for something. I would enjoy that. He's got like a drill sergeant voice to him.
Yeah.
The death of the ball-tard spinning space monkey religion. Again, if the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959 miles, then every horizon...
Hey, Geometry Wombat, welcome. Thank you for coming. I left a string of reply on Flatwood on Audio Oracle's channel. I don't know. I didn't actually see anything. I'll have to take a look, Geometry. But it would still be great if you come on and actually present Geometry sometime, because I think it's really interesting. I know a lot of people find it skeptical, but I think there's definitely a link when it comes to Geometrica numbers and stuff and meanings. Hey Rob Keen, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. His voice is reassuring. Yeah.
Distance measurement, here it comes again, must be no more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. If you want to take a look at any of the curve calculators, all you have to do, every curve calculator has the horizon. Once you punch your numbers in,
that's true, Tony.
It's going to give you the distance to, guess what? The geometric horizon. Guess what formula all of them use? 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. That's what they use.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, baby. Read and weep. Right? First thing here. I am not concerned with anything going on with the oil platforms, because the oil platforms are not in my argument.
Nope.
Right? So they can be doing barrel rolls and split S's and have Chinese Supermen and riding hobbled pink unicorns doing flips and somersaults. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
My argument is solely the horizon behind these platforms.
Exactly, that's it. It's got nothing to do with the platform. The platforms is literally just there for reference to the distance. You can take it out the picture, it would still not change a thing. They're just literally there so we know the distances. Because according to the geometric horizon, it should be down here somewhere. And we're seeing it way past 9.41 miles. Way, way, way past it. Which should be impossible on their globe.
Every time I hear that 1.225, I think of Back to the Future. 1.225 gigawatts. That's what I think. I don't know why, it just comes to my head.
Marty!
Brilliant film. Even for an 80s film, it's still brilliant. I mean, it's CGI. I mean, it's not CGI, but you know what I mean, effects and stuff like that. Really good for the time.
Charlie Gold, 1976, nice year. I was 4. I wasn't born yet. I'm an 89 baby. 87 baby, sorry.
I was born 76.
You guys are
7.
You guys are making me feel young now. Yeah, the bell bottom days.
These platforms are only used to demarcate distance. That's it. My argument is that bad boy back there behind. Right? Very simple. So, listen up, flat earthers. When you come up with this argument, and somebody says, but the oil platforms, look at all distorted, look at this is all distorted over here. Some of the beams down here, can't see the whole thing. Would you please not argue that and redirect the red herring fallacy to the actual argument? Can you do that for me, please? So I can say...
Yeah, but then again, QB, it is nice to have that conversation about, because it's actually also quite a devastating thing, because it also destroys their argument. That's why when we look at... I don't know, like you saw my thumbnail. Let's actually just do this. Yeah, there's my thumbnail. Maybe I should just get it out like this. Downloads. This is taken from a later one, where the horizon is behind, but it's still blocked by water. Are they claiming that now the horizon is lifted behind, but it's still blocking the oil rig? That's impossible, because it contradicts their own statement. So that's why I do like when they bring it up there, because then we just show them this. Because you can't have it blocking something and be behind it at the same time. It's not how it works.
Save the hair that I have left on my head. I'd appreciate that. Hashtag same team. So, in this photo, the observer's height is 1 foot. The distance to the horizon is greater than 9.41 miles. This is easily seen. The horizon is behind platform habitat.
Yeah, bendy cranes though. Yeah, it's like Kung Fu Panda. Bendy crane? 1980, 1987, okay. Yep, I'm 87. I remember I always looked very young for my age. So when I got my ID and stuff when I was 16, I looked like I was 11. So every time I'd like walked in after I was 18 and I walked to a casino or something, walking there, then I got to take my ID with, because they think, hey, who's this young guy trying to get in here?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I used to get, when I was kind of that age, I managed to get into the pubs to drink when I was 14, but when I was 16 and over, I still managed to get on the bus for a half, so I don't know where I was. I got on the bus for a half, but I was allowed to drink. Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, I usually got discounts for looking very younger than I was.
Right.
It's like when they say under 12s are free or half price or something. In the meantime, I'm older than 12. Yeah.
9.41 miles. Distance to the horizon maximum for a sphere with a radius of 39.59 miles is only 1.22 miles, folks. I would venture a guess that it's not even in this photograph.
Nope.
Now, even if his observer height...
Hey, we got a new person in. Hey, Paku Makiva, good to see new people in. Thank you for coming. Speaking of Back to the Future in the first movie, at the start, the room is full of clocks, and if you look closely, there is a flat Earth clock on the wall.
Map, yeah, there is.
But there's usually Easter eggs in these movies all over the place about flat Earth. I think a lot of people miss it though. It's like literally, but that's how the Masons and things work. They have to give you truth in plain sight without you knowing. It's how the magic works. Hey Jeff, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming.
was 5 feet. The maximum distance to the geometric horizon would only be 2.73 miles. Still, well before Platform Hill House.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Bo, BMLS 69, got up on a frigging ladder on that shoreline, 35 feet high, the maximum distance to the geometric horizon would be 7.24 miles. That means it would be in between Platform Hill House and Platform Habitat.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it is for them, folks. So if somebody brings up or questions, well, that's not his observer site, blah, 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 it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. I showed you right here. So pull this out on them and whack them upside the head with it.
Exactly.
Get them back on the argument. Speaking of which, the actual argument. It would be helpful if they knew it. We're getting around that time that I first...
Do you think they would ever get it, QE? Guys, I don't think these guys actually know how the motor stolons works, because they keep trying to make their own motor stolons up and then really gives an idiotic one that actually doesn't have logic to it. So, I don't know. If they can't even get what the horizon is, then it's optical. They're not going to get the Black Swan really, and they're not going to get the motor stolons for it.
Predicted that some of the ballers would start to understand it. I may have overshot. I asked people this week, what's the argument? They don't want to give it to me. They just don't want to say it. So I'll say it. Holy shnikes, this is going to leave a mark.
Mm-hmm.
If P, then Q, not Q, therefore not P. If the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959 miles, P, then every horizon distant measurement must be no more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet, Q. Not Q, because the horizon distance is greater than 9.41 miles in the Black Swan photo.
Therefore not P.
Therefore not P. The Earth is not a sphere.
Yep, it is definitely not 3959 miles. That is 100% sure. That's what the Black Swan shows. Bob the science guy literally worked it out, and it ended up being, 236 or 256,000 miles in circumference. That's a lot more than 3959 miles. It shows you the dilemma these anti-flat earthers are sitting. So when they come and say, oh, we've measured Earth radius, you can tell them that's rubbish, because this disproves it 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jimbo, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming.
If it's an oblate spheroid, then it hasn't got a radius, does it?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you're supposed to see in the equator something like a 21 kilometer difference. I think that would be very noticeable.
Space Monkey community, please allow me to introduce to you your Black Plague, the Black Swan. It ain't going anywhere. No one's debunked it. It's undebunkable. Just to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
There she is. Isn't she a beaut? That's rhetorical, by the way. You gotta love this. Let's just soak this in.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to show, just so we can have a good, concise explanation of it. I think Huey did quite a good explanation here to show it. I was hoping that other guy's going to come into Discord and actually present his stuff, because yesterday the guy did say he's going to come in.
Who was that again? I was about to mention him. I can't remember the guy's name.
I can't remember, but I can't see him here. I haven't seen him.
No. I'm sure if I'd seen the name, I'd recognise who it was.
Hopefully he's still going to come in and present, because he wanted to present something. And I did say from 8 o'clock, so it's 9 o'clock now. Hopefully he's going to still come in. Am I live again? I hope so. It looks so. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. We're not supposed to have any power cuts, but we seem to have power cuts all of a sudden. It just went out, so I don't know if there's a problem.
Right. Are you back on yet?
Yeah, I got the Jenny on now.
Oh, okay, right, cool.
Yeah, 'cause
Is it a different stream or is it the same stream?
It looks to be the same stream.
All right, cool. Right, I'll get
Yeah.
back in element now. All right, cool.
Short, mate.
Cool.
Yeah, so guys, I am back online. Sorry about that. We're not supposed to have power outage. It wasn't supposed to go off, but it just seemed to go off. So I am back. What a mess up. But luckily I got the generator, so that's a good thing. So yeah, we are back. Let's just get presenting with me. Back to element.
I knew it was either the internet or the electricity, one or the other. It's always one or the other, isn't it?
No, because we're not supposed to be off at 9. It was they changed the rescheduling.
So they give you a schedule for when the electricity's got to be on and off, do they?
Yeah. So then I thought, okay,
Wow.
great. No, it's fine. It's not going off. That's why I decided let's start 8:30 then. So then I started 8:30 and yeah, then it anyway went off. That sucks. Super interesting. There we go. Welcome to the horizon. I think this is a brilliant video as well from Taboo Conspiracy. Sorry guys, I am back. I just want to say thank you again for all being here and sticking around. I thought everybody's going to leave now.
I find in general, like if something happens and you disappear, people do stick around for about 10 minutes to see what's happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you again, guys. Alan Orchard, not a green stream.
Where are you, Flats?
Cosmic Guru, I'm in South Africa. I'm in Tabazimbi, a bush, the place in the bush in the top point of South African Limpopo. So yeah. It's
It sounds like a proper African name, that does, doesn't it? Tabazimbi.
Tabazimbi. Yeah, it is actually. So maybe we can look through some of Taboo's Conspiracy's video. It's actually a very good video, this, and I doubt he'll actually copyright strike me. A very nice guy. So let's go and look. I just don't know about the music though. That's the problem.
It doesn't sound like anything I recognise.
Yeah, but you don't know if it's copyrighted or not. That's the problem. Or you need a, what's the name for it? Okay. But I don't think he talks in the other really. Maybe I can put some. Is there any captions? There we go. English captions on in case he starts talking. Just says foreign, so it's still this music. But yeah, it's simply, you see, lying on the beach, looking there. I mean, we can also look at some Pablo's dog. He also does some awesome observations. Also quite a legend. You see, look at this. This is what I'm saying.
Did you see that? That just disappeared right over that curve then? I seen that disappearing.
Until you zoom it back in.
Yeah. So you can zoom over the curve as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Spuddy says, what's Black Swan in South Africa? It's a guest house. We've actually got a Black Swan guest house, and it's not too far from here, actually. I think it's like an hour's drive. Black Swan guest house. There we go. Black Swan guest house. There we go, in Borsuk. Meziru. So that's the Black Swan in South Africa, if you're asking. That's such an awesome song.
I remember when Mitchell from Australia did the Flat Earth School. He had an Australian Black Swan as well, I think.
He did actually, yeah. Let's go back to where it was. I think I'm gonna go, yeah. I mean, translated to in Afrikaans. What is a swan in Afrikaans? I don't actually know. Let me. I can't believe I never thought of swan in Afrikaans. Gans? No, but I mean, Gans is geese. Swan. That's net swan. So swat swan. There we go, Spuddy. Swat Swan.
Swan. Swan.
Okay, let's do it this way. Black Swan. So in Black Swan Afrikaans will be Swat Swan. There we go. There we go.
Swart Swan. Swart Swan.
It
sounds
sounds like a.
She sounds drunk
Sounds
there.
like. Yeah, it sounds like a Rastafarian saying
Yeah, it's like-
Wagwan.
It's like Swat Swan.
Wagwan.
And it's such a nice-
Yeah, that as well.
And it's such a nice song list though. Oh, I hope it's not copyrighted. Oh, you know this song, come on. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, beautiful. Hi Crankiel, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. SI man, good to see you. Tony Whitcomb, the flat earthers down the south of England meet up a pub called the Globe Inn. Really? Oh no. No. Oh man. Flatterpus. Flats, how is the political situation in SA? Crap. Is it ever good? It just keeps getting worse. Hey, Missing Research, good to see you, mate. Glad you could make it. Yeah, I'm live about every night though. Jolly Man. Yep, the Queen owns all the swans. In England she does. Oh man. It's good to see you guys here. I love having you all here. I really, really appreciate it. If you do, just hit that like button, as it does help to get it to a wider audience. Do you think I'm going to get scrapped for this song? Hey, Godzilla37, thank you for coming. He's back from the shower and he's gifted 5 new memberships. Thank you very, very much. Guys, take it while you can. It's really worth it. Thank you. Really appreciate the support, Godzilla. You rock. Psych Bear. Who else? RH. Spuddy Taylor and Into the Break and Missing Research. SA Samurtu. Yeah, SA is Murtu. A Dysfunctional Navigator was also gifted. Thank you very much, and Psych Bear. So yeah, from all of us, thank you Godzilla. Thank you very much for the gifting and for the super chat earlier. You really rock, mate. Yeah, definitely SA is Murtu, and it's just getting worse, guys. The problem with SA is the people in charge are all just greedy, and they don't really care, because as long as they fill their pockets, the country can go to the shits, because then they still live perfect. I mean, think about it. They're making all the money, even if there's no power. Why do they worry? They always got power because they full on solar or got hectic generators running. We're paying for all their petrol for them or whatever their generators. They got expensive cars, expensive houses, always got food to eat, never worrying about a cent. So for them, it doesn't matter if the rest of the country's in poverty. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, and the thing is, the more South Africa goes down the toilet, the richer they get, because they just import everything overseas. I mean, look at the coal. We literally had a video of a guy driving past over 350 trucks of coal. He counted them, we saw it. Over 350 going to the harbour in Richards Bay to get exported. But we're sitting without coal in our own country to power our substations. How the hell does that work? But yeah, apparently since the war in Ukraine or something, South Africa's coal exports has increased 700%. So it's all just about money. All just about money.
700%.
700%. Exactly. So it's all just about money. That's practically how it goes. Money talks. Okay, I'm going to play this song because I really love it.
Yeah.
I'm taking a chance. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Look, the old classics, you can't get better than that.
I like the name of the video there. Why does do my eyes hurt? That's from the Matrix, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Why do my eyes hurt? Yeah, missing
I've
research.
only snubbed it.
They don't feel the blunt. Exactly. People suffer. It makes it worse because you are in a very poor country, and we weren't a poor country always. We just became very poor because of all the crime and corruptness. I wanna fall in love with you. Beautiful. I always used to like. People still look at me weird when I'm driving around listening to things like Smokey and REM. You know what I mean?
Oh, brilliant. Like the 80s and 90s, 80s and 90s music you can't beat.
Because think about it, so much people today don't actually know the old music. They're like, what the hell are you listening to? They like listening to Lady Gaga and Justin Timberlake. Even Justin Timberlake's old for them now. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
it's like, what?
The music nowadays is terrible. I just don't like it. It's like people that can't sing can become musicians now just because of autotune and stuff like that.
I like some of the music today, but a lot of it is too generic for me. It's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still the
Definitely.
best is definitely 70s, 80s, and 90s. Even 2000s also had brilliant music still.
But most of the stuff we like nowadays is probably stuff that's been sampled from
That
back
they're
then. Do you know what I mean?
re-engineered, exactly.
Mm.
No, definitely. Yeah, back when music was good, Alan. I agree.
Mm-hmm. When you had to be able to play an instrument to be a musician, and now you don't have to be able to play anything.
Now you can just have AI to do everything for you. How's that sound?
It's it.
Have an auto tune and just someone that can market your stuff for you very well, and you sorted. Yeah, that's also true, Godzilla. Music was an art then, now it's commodity. That's very, very true.
Charlie.
I mean, it's so good, you don't even need to talk over it. You can literally just listen to it and say nothing. But I mean, look at that. You can literally see the horizon is behind it. What's blocking it then? What's blocking it then if the horizon is behind it? That's one thing that people don't get. The ocean has waves and dips and, you know, everything. The water's moving all the time. It's got bulges and stuff because the water's moving in and out. So it's just got a larger angle towards the bottom of that platform. It's not literally the curve of the earth. That's the water due to the angle. The horizon, the so-called earth curve, is even behind that platform. So it's not blocking it. That's the thing. They don't understand how horizons work. Yeah, thanks Godzilla. I really, really appreciate you, all the gifting members. It really does help actually. And I mean, I have been seeing my channel grow quite recently very well since you've been doing it. So it's a real blessing. I don't know how much more thank you I can say because you do help a lot. Yeah, my latest experiments show that what is blocking it. Yeah, with the meniscus and the water tension really shows a lot. It's really well done, missing research. What, Black Swan comes from an old Western mistaken belief that all swans are white and black swans did not exist. Yep, this is based on all the observations made of swans to date. Exactly. So yeah, today black swans are the norm. So I think the reason they still keep it, you might have to change the name from Black Swan to something else though. But it's good to keep it Black Swan because everybody knows it as the Black Swan argument.
Yeah.
My eyes, sir. You've never used them before.
Now I miss my guitar. Oh, I had a limited edition PV at a stage, and there was only
Nice.
there was only 3 of them in South Africa, and
Oh,
at I lost my job or whatever at a stage, and then we were really desperate for money, so I ended up selling it for not even the quarter of the price it was worth.
wow.
I miss that thing like crazy.
Mm.
Mm.
I used to play guitar a little bit, but I mean, I messed up my left wrist, so it doesn't bend anymore, so I can't hit things like C's and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah. Hey. Donny Whitcomb. The only proof of a vacuum that ballers have is either a Kirby or a Dyson. Or a Hoover. Exactly. I actually had to rip our vacuum apart tonight because the motor burnt out. I told my wife, I'm not going to replace the motor, I just might as well buy a new Hoover again. It's going to cost the same to replace the motor or buy a new one, so...
Yeah, that's it. Usually, when you get something electrical and you've got to replace a part in it, it's usually you're just better off buying a new one.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the motor's the turbine motor's the main component of it. If that's burnt out, yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah. But yeah, at least I know how the vacuum works, guys. How it makes a low pressure environment inside it, and which lets the higher pressure force its way in. You know, like we would have on Earth, on the globe, it would be impossible. Because you have 2 different systems and it'd be open. So the air we breathe will all rush into this so-called space. Hey, Ty, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Better late than never, I always say. I wonder if that guy's still going to show up. You guys, Discord is open if any of you want to come and talk about the Black Swan. Please do come and talk about the Black Swan. It will be great. Discord is open. I mean, then PJ will also probably jump over to Discord.
Yeah, people come into Discord, I'll jump over, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, guys, Taboo Conspiracy, awesome. Do subscribe to all his channels because they usually get taken down. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, either way, good to see you on the other Fringe channels. Intro was a pleasant surprise. I think a lead note kills the globe. Just trying to. What? I think a lot know it kills the globe, but try to fight it regardless. That's true, Ty. They definitely do try to fight it because it goes against their belief system. I mean, look how it's like this zoomed out. You can't really see a thing. I mean, think about it. When it was Galileo's times and whatever, they couldn't see that far. And they thought it went over the... Yeah, I thought it was into the break when you said into... That was like, okay, it's probably for him. But anyway...
Hey, how's it, man? It's me, Missing Research.
Hey! Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Beerman.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah, man.
How's it going, mate?
Laughing you, buddy.
Ah, great. Oh, guys, I hear the power's on again now. I'm going to quickly just switch it back to the generator, okay?
Okay.
Back to the normal power. Give me 2 seconds. I'll see you now, Missing.
Cool.
Go, okay, let me quickly do this. Off. So Eskom,
Yeah, ours is going off at 12 again.
yeah, Eskom made a problem. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Eskom, yeah, the rubbish people there are. Some person didn't get them notice that we didn't supposed to get load shedding, and they gave us load shedding. Yeah. But that's what we usually get here in South Africa,
Yeah, I was about to say welcome to that.
though. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get back. Okay. Yeah. So good to see you, Bierman. How you doing, mate? And PJ, I
Nice to
see
meet
you
you.
back in. Yeah, doing well. Damn hot. I don't know how hot is there in Cape Town at the moment.
Yeah, about 29 degrees Celsius, so nice temperature. I like the summer.
Oh no, I'm a winter kind of guy. But yeah, where I am, it's usually humid and stuff, so I hate it.
Yeah, you Durban side, right?
No, I'm Tabazimbi in the bush.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's even better.
Yeah, I'm at the top of Limpopo.
We moved a little bit more inland, but we just actually signed an offer to purchase back to the coast
Okay.
on a property there. So hopefully we'll be moving there still this year. There's a tenant currently in that place, but yeah, they'll obviously be paying us once the transfer goes through, and then we'll move in probably August. So I'll be back on the coast again.
Awesome. Yeah, my brother stays in Blauberg.
Yeah, that we're going back that way.
Yeah, Blauberg is awesome.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's also expensive there. But I can't say it's more expensive than where I'm staying. I mean, actually where I stay, it's also just as expensive as Blauberg. So does it? Or
It's
Meisenberg.
basically all the same, man.
Yeah.
The housing prices are crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
It's almost cheaper to buy than it is to rent.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, where we are, a one bedroom is like 15 grand a month.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how they expect people to survive on whatever they make.
And that is I think.
Yeah,
Something.
you're kind of roboting there. We couldn't hear what you said.
Income, household income is 1,000 rand in South Africa.
Yeah, but yeah, everything gets more expensive and the pay doesn't go up.
Yeah. Yeah, if I do robot, it's I'll be uploading a video.
Okay.
I don't know how to pause it.
Godzilla says, I love singing too, and I never stop. Only have two small problems. My voice is terrible, and I'm tone deaf. I've actually wanted to do some music parody videos. So I got some of those planned sometime. But yeah, I'm also a bit skeptic about my voice. Although people say it's not too bad. I mean, I did sing in the choir and stuff, so.
I sang in the choir in Sub
So you want to present anything or talk about anything?
No, yeah, I actually want to talk about the Black Swan. So, yeah, you the radio is not on.
I wish I could understand what you said, but you roboted again. Sorry.
Very robotic.
Yeah, I think it's because he's uploading a video. It may be taking most of his bandwidth.
Yeah, it will be.
But it's good. Other people, you're also allowed to come in and chat if you really want to about the Black Swan. We do have time. It's still nice and early, because I did start nice and early today again. Yeah, don't let it stop you, Gord. So the showers also have talent shows. Hello? Am I still alive?
Yeah, you are.
I almost thought
You
everything's
are.
dead again. I'm not getting any responses. Like, what?
So it was off with you. I'm not very good at multitasking.
Let's see. I see far off the horizon in front of the what? Jimbo. Why is it not updating here? What's going on? Anyway, it says, I see a far off horizon in front of the front horizon. I don't get that. Because you only get one horizon though. Talent shows are idiots. All corrupt. Yeah, it's quite scripted as well. Bierman should come back soon, hopefully. While we're waiting for him, we can always go back on the internet and go and look what's going on. Just look at Simon Cowbell. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we can type in Black Swan and see what it gives us. Because you're probably gonna get some anti-flat earther trying to debunk it.
Well, they can try.
Flat Earth. Yeah, they can try all they want. I mean, look at the guy last night. Blueprint. This that one that he kind of failed miserably. Black Swan, Black Swan. I don't know if we can find Black Swan. Oh, there we go. Plan a walk. Oh, I'm always skeptical about this guy.
We've helped millions of creatures.
So plan a walk. Let's see what he has to say about the Black Swan.
This is going to be a short video as I'm very busy over the next couple of days, but fortunately I've found a video that is very easy to debunk by Dean Wright, who thinks that he's found another Black Swan. Take it away, Dean.
This ship here, from my point, is about 3 miles away. Now, this is a Black Swan video. Put it into the middle of the frame here. The ball Earth curvature calculator says it should start at 2.73 miles away. Now, so if that's the case, this ship here should be just dipping behind the horizon line, but it's sitting on the apparent horizon. Now,
So let's assume that Dean is correct in what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's not, but I'll explain why later. Just from looking at that ship.
Alright, plano crawl. Yeah, he's still wet behind the ears. He's got a lot to learn. But at least he's trying. Hey, he does have the subs, so we'll give that to him. Not gonna say subs are very intelligent, but he's got the subs.
Cool, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yay! Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah. Let me just put push to talk back on. Yeah, I'm using my mobile instead because my internet just went for a ball of shit.
Yeah, we thought so when it went dead quiet. We're like, okay.
There we go. Okay, let's see input mode. Great stuff. There we go. Okay, yeah. So if I didn't want to interrupt there now. If we can go back to the Black Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you were saying, it's probably not the correct name, but everyone refers to it as the Black Swan or mention it, and then they know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But that horizon, it's when we look over a body of water. We see the water look the same color and it's got these ripples and everything looks the same, but then there's this distinctive change in color or distinctive change in the water pattern.
Oh, yeah.
That is generally what I'm calling a lens or where that's the apparent horizon. Anything beyond that is refracted. And especially with my latest little experiments, you can actually see that water bubble. Even before I did these little experiments, I was saying that there's this meniscus, this bubble shape that's being created or formed there, and it appears to be because the air's got water in it. The air is water, just
It's got water vapor and stuff.
Was it?
Yeah, the air's got water vapor in it.
Yeah,
Especially close, yeah.
But there's a certain amount of water eventually, it's very thin now, we can breathe and we're not drowning. But if you take all that water of that distance and you put that into a glass, it'll be drinkable.
Oh, yeah.
But now there's a barrier between that, and that is provable that there's a barrier between mediums. What's creating that barrier, I don't know. Maybe that could be what Tesla was talking about with ether or things like that. I'm thinking it's electromagnetics which is separating it. But yeah, I still don't know. However, the high school that I went to go and present at reckons that I'm definitely onto something, and they've got in touch with the University of Cape Town, which I'm excited to present my papers to, which will be early this year. But yeah, we'll take it from there. But I think that's what we see with that line, that difference in the color, and there's a new density, and that's where the refraction is taking place, and that's what my little experiments are showing as well. And I'm getting very close to replicating what we see in real life.
Yeah, you're doing awesome work. That's what I say. I'm showing it on screen now. Your alternate theory or atmospheric refraction proof of concept, where you're taking the matchstick through the water. I'm showing that on screen now at the moment. But yeah, what you do, you're definitely on the right track.
Awesome, yeah. That's an exciting little video. You'll actually see that little matchstick shoot up. But I'm going straight beyond. But one I was uploading now is even more fascinating. But I'll upload it either later tonight or tomorrow. It's basically just a revisit on this little experiment. And oh, dude, the observations are incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the nice thing about you being by the coast. You're able to do a lot of observations. And I mean, Cape Town is full of ships and harbours and stuff there, so it's really awesome stuff you can do. So I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah. But so with that Black Swan, the second horizon that we are seeing, that's a refracted horizon. So that's why I say I'm still on the fence either, with the shape of the Earth, because that can be loomed up and it also could be projected down. But yeah, that's going to require further experimentation. However, that is when we see that horizon there in the Black Swan, that's not actually the horizon. The furthest that we can see clearly, or I would say accurately, is to that first horizon, where I say where we can see until that water is clear. From there on, if you try shine a laser, we actually see it bending up.
But you do know the horizon is only the apparent position that we see the sky and the Earth appear to meet. So that far horizon is the only horizon that we see. There's not more than one though.
Oh, sorry, I dropped out there again because my internet came on and hopped onto my PC's one. Where did I lose you guys?
No, I'm just saying, the thing with the horizon though, you can only have one horizon because it's the apparent position where the sky and Earth appear to meet. So that one that you see on the edge is the only horizon on the video. Even if it's refracted, it doesn't matter. It's the apparent position. So yeah, refraction moves the horizon forwards and backs, just like your demonstration you're showing with the water droplets, because it's over a horizontal surface. It's refracting, it's changing the incident angle of the objects to us. So it's refracting it, exactly. But
yeah. So what I'm saying, where we can measure until, and I don't think it's been done yet, is to measure to for instance, where that bubble starts, that water line starts.
Yeah.
So that'll be the same with that clear bit of water. We need to measure until there, which I don't believe has been done.
So you need to measure to the where it's clear, and then past that is the refractive.
Correct. Everything from there on is actually a 2D image. You can't zoom through it, you can't shine a laser, or you can shine a laser through it, but it's going to it refracts from there quite severely. So yes, there's going to be refraction between us, but it's so minimal. It'll generally appear like a straight laser. But if you've seen a few of them. I think you spoke about it yesterday, where they shine a laser over a lake and it actually starts curving up at a point, but it goes straight, and then it starts curving up. That's what I'm thinking. It's hitting this. It's actually refracting from there, hitting a meniscus. But like I say, look at that matchstick. It's actually
compressing into the difference. It's lifting. It's compressing. Yeah. But that's why when we see, like you saw that blink test from Reds Rhetoric, where
you showed it yesterday.
Yeah, where it was that refractive part. You saw when it was a very refractive image, everything was compressed, and it looked to be curved. But when it wasn't very refractive, it didn't look to be curved, and it didn't have that compression. That's why I think the refraction actually gives opposite to what the globe is claiming. Because even when we show it, like with demonstrations, like even your demonstrations, it looks like it's compressing the image in the distance, you understand? So it's like
Yeah.
it's pulling the horizon up, kind of thing.
Yes, 100%. So that's what I'm saying. That would be what I would call the apparent horizon, or for instance, if there's a ship in that density, I would say that's the apparent position. I actually did a drawing. If you go to my channel and you go to I think it's a community, I did a little drawing there to show what's actually happening to the ships. But yeah, anything before that line, before that refraction takes place, will be the actual position, and then we see it's actually a refracted horizon, but that horizon where we see the refraction taking place, where that you actually see the water changing color and where the compression and all that takes. But everything before then, I say, is 3D. Everything beyond then is 2D. It's actually a refracted image. Very interesting topic. I actually find it extremely fascinating. And Andrew Thomas Young, yeah, he's very difficult to get hold of, and he's one of the main guys of mainstream refraction, and he talks of superior mirages, which we've proven is incorrect. With what he would explain as a superior mirage, we've proven that it's a inferior mirage.
Yeah. You see, the problem with that I got with Andrew Thomas Young is, if you read his papers, all his demonstrations is actually done on flat surfaces, just like you're doing it on flat surfaces. And then he claims it has to be spherical because he has a belief in it. But also, his demonstrations, his so-called experiments, are based on Snell's law. Just like yours, it's Snell's law. But his calculations are terrestrial refraction that doesn't have Snell's law in them. That's the only problem I see with Thomas Young, though.
Yeah, my issue with Andrew Thomas Young is he doesn't do any experiments, and everything's with drawings.
That's also true. Yeah, you actually go and you do it firsthand. That's what I love about your channel, because you go and you actually do the demonstrations yourself.
Yeah, let me send you the high definition of that.
Because it doesn't want to. I can't really see what's going on there.
Yeah, I'll email it to you.
An object largest moves further away. It refracts higher in the foreground. I can't really see, but yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'll give you the high definition one.
Thanks. Hey, Matt West, good to see you, dude. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, just listening along. What's Beerman's channel?
The Missing Research. Let me get the channel and I'm gonna get his channel quickly, and then I'm gonna paste it in there. If you guys do, please go and subscribe to him. He's still got a small channel. It looks to be growing, at least 246.
That's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there, but you definitely have some awesome content.
Thanks, man.
Where are you going to stick the high? Oh, there we go.
So it still needs work, but this is something I've quickly put together because I'm busy writing a paper to get published and peer reviewed.
Awesome.
So this is just little snippets. This is not the final work. This is just basically me putting a few things together, and it obviously needs refinement.
Yeah, and I mean, you literally went to to a university and stuff and showed off, and they actually agreed you got something going on there.
Correct, which is exciting, and I've actually got a full video. I'm not posting it online due to privacy reasons, but if anyone wants to watch it with me with a public, I'll share, because there's teachers involved, and I don't want to ruin their reputation.
Yeah, that'll be great if we can do that sometime, just to see the information. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and the feedback that they were giving, and the one you're watching one of my videos, the one I'm going to upload now as well. I take a snippet where the physics teacher actually says, Einstein had this problem. No one believed him. Everyone gave him nonsense for it, or whatever. Said he's wrong, and then he was proven right. And yeah, she says the science can change, and it's work like this that can actually change the textbooks 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put that little clip in some of the videos. But it's exciting, man. It's very, very exciting stuff. And I don't even come from a science background. This just came to me randomly, and I just started working on it.
Yeah. And I mean, looking at this now, it's really similar to what I explained with the limited angle.
Awesome.
Yeah, like when I explained, because yours also in the foreground of, with me, the larger angle is the closest to you, and because it's converging upwards, it's going to be occulting the back image, and that's the same practically what yours is. But the only difference is yours is got to do with the meniscus and the domed obstruction, you can say.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
where it's magnified.
Yeah, that's why I think we're also getting the reversed images because of the meniscus, because it's
Yeah.
going in the opposite direction, which we're able to replicate as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is actually awesome stuff. It'd be awesome to see, and I wish you all the best for the future in getting that peer reviewed and everything.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a lot of work. People don't actually take the time to realize how much how finicky it is to get it actually reviewed and everything. They think it's just write the paper and therefore go get it reviewed. It's not just like that.
No, I've been busy with this paper since October. But it's a lot of work and hours that go into it, and with a full-time job, it's not always easy to get it done quickly.
Yeah.
And thoroughly. So that's why it's taken quite a while. And then using simulators to confirm, you get these little refraction simulators that you can use just to get an idea of what's actually going on, to confirm your observation, which is quite awesome as well. But I definitely believe, with what I've been doing, I don't think mainstream's got the atmospheric refraction correct.
Yeah,
obviously refraction's correct, but I don't think they fully understand what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They understand, that's why they got terrestrial refraction, but like I said, I think the terrestrial refraction is just simply the hijacking of what we see in the perspective view, like you explaining it here with the meniscus. Because they don't take Snell's law into account. Their terrestrial refraction is just explaining it, but without Snell's law kind of thing. So that's why I think they got it wrong, because they are basing everything off of an assumption of having the radius. What's nice about yours is you're showing you don't need the radius to have this effect. You're literally having the environment playing a part to why you are seeing what you're seeing.
Correct.
Yep. And that's why I like it so much. Because it's very honest. It's not having any biased assumptions or anything. It's simply showing it with demonstration, explaining this is the reason.
Yeah, I think once this is sort of confirmed or in a academic environment, then we can start experimenting with radiuses and shapes and things like that. But for now, I'm doing this on a flat environment, a flat little box or a flat table, because you're not going to get scaled curve with the type of refraction that we have. On such a small scale, but what we can do is, once we get a better understanding of what's actually happening with refraction, then we can go play around with curves and angles. But I'm able to replicate what we see on, if it is a ball Earth, or if it's flat. I can replicate the results either way. But my main thing is just to get the understanding of refraction or better understood, and the explanation of actually what's going on. I think there's a lot of internal reflection going on as well.
Oh yeah, definitely internal reflection. There's no doubt about that. That's something I've been also trying to explain about why we see the stars and things the way we do, with the internal reflections.
Yeah, this is going to sound very woo-woo, but I've even considered the possibility that the moon is a mirage of the sun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of theories out there what the moon could be and stuff. So I wouldn't say it's a far-fetched kind of thing. But like I'm saying, because a lot of times we get to the people ask, well, why are you seeing the same southern stars in, let's say, Australia, and you can see it in South America and South Africa at the same time? Obviously, you can't see it in Australia at the same time because of time zones. But you can see it in South America and South Africa at the same time. Like we can see the Southern Cross and stuff. But that's all just got to be with specular internal reflections. And I mean, that can easily be explained with water.
Yeah, and atmospheric I hate to use the word dome because I know it triggers a lot of people, but
How dare
like
you.
I explained, this meniscus that's coming around us, or this the different densities. There's definitely barriers between each density. That's a known thing, and when you shine a light through different densities, you actually see it being projected to each barrier. I call it a lens. I understand that lenses are defined as something different, but it's doing the same thing when the way light is getting refracted. But it gets projected to each lens, and when we see the sun and we see the moon and we see the stars, those are all that's its projected location. It's not its actual location. So when we see the sun where it is, that's like you're shining a torch onto a curtain and you're looking at it on the opposite side. You're seeing this light.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, you've actually seen this before. If you take a cylinder, let's say a normal acrylic cylinder or something, and you stick a laser light in the bottom, if you look at it from different positions, you're going to see that light in another position on that acrylic cylinder because it's literally bouncing on the walls inside the cylinder at that internal reflections. And that's sort of how we see it. Because that's why you can see the same object, you can say, or light source at a different location, because it's having internal reflections.
Are you talking about the one where they shine the laser through that bottle of water and it points and it pisses out the one end and it actually curves through that?
No, that's just normal reflection. I'm just saying where you're saying if you got like your dome surface, that's again dome. But I mean, if you had to shine a light through it, it doesn't matter where you look on that surface, the light seems to travel around the edges.
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So you're also able to replicate that on a small scale. You can shine it onto a little cake jar or whatever. You know, those little glass domes for cakes. And you can put your camera underneath. I've done it. I'm actually going to do something similar with it works better on a well-shaped little cover, whatever. But I've got this egg cooker, and it's got a very nice dome shape to it. And wherever you shine, if you shine the torch going up or down, it doesn't work too well. But if you shine it going at a horizontal angle over that dome, so you stay at the same height, and you just move it over it, even straight over it, you see a similar path to what we see the sun, moon, and stars travel. And wherever you put the camera, it's actually going to be in a different location when you actually look at the footage. It's interesting stuff. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's almost like parallax.
I'm excited to get the universities involved, and I'm really hoping that our country's a little bit more humble than the first world countries that actually take the opportunity and say, dude, then let's look at this. Let's put some money into this. Let's get some better equipment, and let's experiment with this. That's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe that's why the sun and moon seems to move with us, because it's actually projected. When you're moving, it seems that the sun's moving with you. So it's like each individual person's kind of own personal sun or own personal moon. It seems like it to you, do you know what I mean? So maybe it's because they're projected that happen.
Yes, so it's the same thing when we're looking over the horizon. When you look at a ship that's out there on the horizon or beyond the horizon, and I'm 50 meters from you, I'm going to see it in a different location than what you are. But if we look at something which I say in our 3D world, we'll be able to measure and get those angles correct. But when we try measure beyond that I call it the refracted horizon, beyond 3D, we're going to have too much refraction to get accurate results. And it's going to be different from your position than it will be from my position. Because, we can only see so far, and then refraction takes place, which is a different medium. That's where the majority of refraction takes place. And I do believe that we'll be able to measure it as well with the speed of light, because the speed of light travels the same speed in the same medium. When it changes medium, it's going to change the speed. So I think that's a very interesting experiment that should be done as well.
Oh, it's
Cool.
interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting thing. I just said, yeah. Where is it? How about we're looking at a kaleidoscope? You've looked through a kaleidoscope before.
Yeah, I remember it as a kid. There's those things that
Yeah,
go
we
like
turn around and look at the.
yeah.
I used to enjoy those things. Yeah, it's kind of the
You
same
know,
thing.
I used to have a HTC Vive VR headset, and before that I bought that Gear VR, but I had the VR2 that's got the remote, and I still actually have it. And I pulled it out the cupboard the other day, and I was playing around with the refraction that takes place there. And dude, it's very, very interesting stuff the way the VR headsets work. Then I started YouTubing how VR headsets work, and there's a company that use crystals and certain different refraction technology in the VR headset. And it's fascinating how it works, and I think it's very similar to the way our world works, or the way we see our world working. And what we see out in real life, or the way the world presents itself to us, I think it's very similar to the way our eyes work. And we don't even fully understand the general. When I say we, I'm talking about mainstream. Fully understand how eyesight or how our eyes work. Also, a fascinating topic.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think there's a lot that they still need to learn. I mean, things do progress with time. So, if someone comes from a different perspective and explains it and sees it differently, that's how people progress. I mean, that's the one thing I got against the Globe, though, because they stuck on their old. I was taught this is how it is, and so forth. This is how it must be. You understand? And it's not right. It's not the right way of thinking.
Similar to herd mentality.
Yeah. Because that's why they're so against like something like relative density disequilibrium, because they need it to be gravity for some odd reason.
Yeah, that's why I enjoy, for instance, watching your show and listening to I hate to use the word flat earthers, but I enjoy your guys' discussions. I enjoy what you guys are doing. I think it's fantastic, presenting new ideas and actually showing the science in a layman's term as well, but also presenting the academic side of it, but definitely making it more understandable and really opening up minds and making it fun. Without making it fun, it's not really fun doing it.
Boring, yeah. Oh, but I'm glad you enjoy it, and I mean, I appreciate you coming on. I really, really do appreciate it, because I think there's big things in store for you still.
Thanks, man. And yeah, like I said, you're doing a great job, and the rest of you guys are doing really good work. Keep it up.
Yeah, same to you, man. I really look forward to seeing your name in the papers someday.
Yeah. I'll share my real details when that's up. But for now, it'll remain Beer Man.
It's like, hey, I know that guy, Beer Man.
There we go.
Yeah. So all for the best. I really hope you're gonna move back to the coast. You can do more demonstrations and observations.
Yeah, so I'm not far from the coast. I'm only about 30 kilometers, but we'll be like a kilometer again from the coast.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, but the nice thing about being just there, it's like you can literally, how can I put it, look out your window if you see something, because then you can see something special, something you might have missed if you're 30 k's away. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. One thing I've still wanted to do, if I do go visit my brother again, I actually want to do a sunset and sunrise thing.
Yeah, I haven't done the sunrise. It's something I also want to do. It's just we got mountains and stuff. I'd like to do a sunrise on the coast, but on my channel I have got a playlist there of sunsets.
Yeah, because I tried to do the one sunrise once, but it didn't work too well because it was an overcast day. So got up nice and early, went and sat there, watched, but it just got light, but it was overcast, so I couldn't get anything.
Oh, when it's overcast, you must start filming the sun. You see those sunspots and stuff like that. It's awesome to get that stuff.
Yeah, and that's why we say the sun's actually local. I mean, you're not going to really get sunspots like that if it's so far away.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's projection.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It can be different because, I mean, also the clouds have a lot of water vapors and stuff. And, I mean, they can definitely refract the lights in different places.
Most certainly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Black Swan's a very interesting picture or observation, and it's an exciting one as well.
Yeah.
So both, as far as I understand now, both models came to explain it. However, the understanding of why we're seeing it, I think that is what's missing. We can all say refraction or this or that, but let's see what refraction's actually doing, and mainstream can only draw it.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I can show what it's doing and explain it in more details, the mechanics of it.
Yeah, I'm 100% on board with that. Yeah, I remember when you first started your channel and you started explaining the lenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think of that now. How you've progressed. How you've progressed from there.
It's crazy, and that's only a couple of months ago. Like
Yeah.
I say, this is way out of my territory, but I've learned so much, and it's very, very exciting.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you for coming. Yeah, and I'm trying my best to be as concise as I can with what I do present, though. Yeah.
No, the thing is that, for instance, yourself and a lot of the other guys do definitely come across as very, very honest. And yes, mistakes get made, and when people own up to it, it's awesome. But there's no hiding or things like that. What you guys are doing is really, really great, and I appreciate the work that you're doing. And also thanks for letting me chat and ramble on here.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. I really always appreciate if someone comes on. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. I'm not going to hide about it, so it's just how it is.
You can make mistakes, Flats. Man, I've never ever had no need to make a mistake. Come on. You've got to be perfect, surely.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've heard you making mistakes, and you always correct. If you've made a mistake that you know about, you correct it. You make a video and correct it. So you're definitely honest, that's for sure.
I do try my best. I'm an open book, let's put it that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I don't make money from this, so there's no reason for me to lie.
No, exactly.
I'm just presenting what you guys can go do yourself at home with basic home tools, and that's why I'm asking universities now for further assistance, because I'm using kitchen and home stuff, man.
Kitchen science.
Yeah, kitchen science.
Yeah, we all do kitchen science, though. I mean, look at my cheese grater demonstrations. Oh yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. It's fun though, dude. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
That's actually what one of the teachers said to me when I left the high school after my presentation. He said, it just shows. It's great that I came through, and it shows how fun science can actually be. It doesn't have to be this boring theoretical thing. That you can actually have fun with it. And they appreciated my presentation. And I didn't think I was going to do a presentation to a class of students. I was when I was invited. I was told I'm just going to be speaking to a physics teacher and some geo teacher or something like that. They put me in front of a classroom and they said, go ahead. So I was very nervous in the beginning, but I calmed down, and the students had good questions, good feedback, and it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And I heard it went really well, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, very, very well.
Hey, Carl, good to see you. Thank you for coming. I see the people are still chatting nicely about music. What type of music are you into?
Myself, I really enjoy indie music, sort of beach vibes, and then I listen to a lot of didgeridoo sort of music and orchestral music. Chilled music, nice. I like that. And then Buddha's Flute, if you guys go YouTube that, it's just like meditation music. I enjoy meditation. So yeah, very calming stuff like that.
I don't know if you've ever heard like the... I'm trying to think what the name is. It's like almost like a Genghis Khan kind of guys, and they do throat music, but they've mixed it with some metal. You must listen to that. Actually, quite cool.
If I do go to that, like if I want to listen to something more vibey, it will be like Machine Gun Kelly, good 90s and 90s punk music, no effects and things like that. Also good music.
Yeah,
But yeah, otherwise, it's most of the time I'm listening to
Yeah.
chilled vibes.
And that's why you're so chilled.
I'm not that chilled, but I try to be. And yeah, highly recommended as well. Not mainstream is a guy named Xavier Rudd, also
Okay.
He's an Australian guy. Own record label, but fantastic music.
Okay. Zayhad. What's his name?
Xavier Rudd.
Zadia Rudd.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Listen to Spirit Bird is a very good song of his, popular song of his. But he's not a mainstream guy because he's got his own record label. So he sings what he wants to sing and does his own thing without the media's influence. So it's not like I don't want to say it. Oh no, let me not even go there. But it's not mainstream music.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, he makes his own music, which is great.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because today's music is kind of media orientated for not caring about the artists. It's just about the making money. That's all they care about. So
Yeah.
it's very generic. Let's put it that way. Very generic.
Yeah, and the lyrics is disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Very, very gross.
Ah. So Matty, do you have anything to say?
Sure. I had a conversation on a different channel. I didn't realize it was going to be controversial when I made the statement that everything in the sky moves from the east to the west. And retrograde motion was brought up. And, I still claim that it moves. Everything moves east to west, and retrograde is just a not actual motion. What do you guys have to say?
So I would say the retrograde motions can be explained also like with the parallax, the way it moves through the medium. It could just be appearing to be moving the opposite direction, not because it actually is. It's just because it's moving slower. You know what I mean? If you're changing your position, it's refracting the image to look like it's going opposite.
Right, and I realize none of this is empirical, right? It's not like we're going to prove anything by looking at the sky. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of painted as I was making falsehoods, and I'm trying to understand the definition of retrograde motion if it's only apparent.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, everybody's got their own belief how something works in the sky, though.
Yeah, my vocabulary sucks, so for me to join the conversation when it comes to that, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, I try to concentrate more on the ground than the sky, though.
Oh, the sky is interesting though, dude. It's very fascinating.
It's beautiful. No stress about it. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I got a video on my channel. It's actually it's from someone else's video, but there's quite a few of them out there. It's where when you see the sun actually set, there's a orb or like a mini sun shooting in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
It's fascinating stuff. I want to try to capture that myself, and I don't know if that's got to do with what you guys are discussing now. I've got another video where they call it the ISS, but there's that shaped object going past the sun, and when it hits the edge of the sun, it shoots in the opposite direction as well. I've got that video up on my channel, and that's also not from myself. And it's not even pointing it out. They don't even realize it. They're just showing a P1000 zooming in on the ISS. And yeah, if you, I'll actually get the link of the video.
Yeah, that would be great.
Interesting stuff, dude.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, let me get it for you. It actually shoots in the opposite direction as soon as it hits the edge of the sun.
That's odd. Yeah, and that kind of then goes also with what you were saying earlier, that it could just be something in water or in refracted, that when it hits there, it's actually coming from another position.
But the ISS one's not on my channel. I'll get the actual video for you and I'll give you the timestamp. Give me a sec.
Short, mate. Yeah, because like I said, Matty, the sky is awesome stuff. I love it. It's beautiful. But the problem comes when people have to make speculations about it, because then that means it puts you to a claim. and then you have to try and back their claim up, and that's what the Globers sit with at the moment. They can't back up their claims. That's why they sit with all CGI images and stuff and things that violate the second law of natural of thermodynamics. And because it violates it, they just have to hand wave dismiss it with gravity. You know what I mean?
I do. It's just, taking friendly for saying everything in the sky, putting the stars east and west. It's just, it's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, but I mean, if you do observe something, it's east to west though. The retrograde motions aren't really observed that hectic. You literally have to sit still for a long time to realize it. So I don't think you're really going to observe it that much.
I'm just looking for the video, yeah. Sorry, man.
No stress, man. No stress. Hey, Bolt B, good to see you. Yep, rivers flow downhill. And on a globe, it needs to flow uphill and downhill at the same time. Whew. Dying of heat here again. Oh,
yeah, I think you're going to enjoy this one because it's got nothing to do with about the discussion either. It's just a random video that I came across.
That'd be great. Well, the Black Swan turned into a whole bunch of different topics.
Yeah, my bad.
No stress. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it was just actually a two-part. Last night was just to show some people don't understand. Tonight was just to have QE explaining it in a very concise manner. That's all I really wanted. So at least we got through it.
I've sent this to 3DP and I'm going through my history with 3DP.
Okay. Yeah, DP is awesome as well. Actually,
yeah, great guy.
Oh, I don't know if you've been keeping along with him he's doing that Blender project with the cartographies and all the continents and stuff.
No.
Big job. They tried to do the mapping out on Blender of all the continents on
Ooh,
flat.
that sounds fascinating.
Yeah, on a flat surface. So that should be interesting.
I think I found the video. Let me just double check and I'll get you guys the timestamp as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm interested now to see what you mean. But it's actually a lot of things in the sky are weird. It's really unexplainable. I mean, like sometimes you see people with video footage of two suns. I mean, how do you explain that?
Yeah, that would be the lensing what I talk about and different density layers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm DMing you the video.
Okay.
I'll get you the timestamp now. So yeah, get to say 33 seconds and then go frame for frame and you'll see when that ISS hits the edge of the sun, it will shoot in the opposite direction from right to left. If I'm
So
not
33
mistaken.
seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. And you'll see it shoot across the opposite direction. But then later in the video,
I'm gonna start at 20. I'm gonna start at 27% seconds. I'm gonna check it
okay.
out. I hope I don't have to download video. Because when I'm streaming, a lot of times I have to download a video just so I can see, so it doesn't stop buffering. Yeah, Tony Whitcomb, most of the trolls are actually banned on my channel. I banned another 10 today, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Because they literally... The thing is, they come on and they just like to try and muddy the waters for new people that come on. Because they try to scare new subscribers away. So, I'll just get rid of them. Why do I need to bother with them?
Yeah. They come in, do the polls, and they won't present their evidence at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, there's ISS.
like you said, we muddy the waters for other people, and that's not good. Do you know what I mean? Let people find out the truth for themselves.
Yeah. Okay, there's the ISS going. Okay. I think I might have to download it rather.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Otherwise,
that's
I
going.
can try share my screen
No,
or not.
that's fine. I'm gonna quickly download it. It takes like 2 seconds.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about having a nice fast fiber line. Doesn't take too long to download.
But yeah, you'll see when it hits the edge of the sun, you'll see a larger view of it actually. Oh, it's very blurred, but it'll shoot in the opposite direction, and then they show the solar filter of it. Watch it now, watch it.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see now. Yeah, they're gonna show the solar filter. Okay, there it's going. Event in 6 seconds.
And watch it.
Okay, now it's
It's
coming.
incredible.
Comes in and then goes out. Oh, there we go. I saw it like just shot to the left.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
And there's more other videos of it as well on the internet, and no one's talking about it. It's beyond me, and it's on quite a few videos.
There, shot. It's like a black kind of shadow thing. All of a sudden, just shooting to the left.
Yeah.
That's really odd.
Yeah, and see how it distorts the light as
There we
well
go.
on the outside on the solar
On the solar
filter.
filter, yeah. So it's not like a shadow or something. It's like literally. What the? Like it's almost like like something traveling through water.
Yeah, so dude, I've got crazy things as well, but I think I'd rather keep that sort of discussion private.
Yeah.
Which I think I know what's going on, but it's something I want to make public. I don't want to make my work. I don't want to muddy my work.
Yeah.
But I would love to have this discussion in private because I think I know what's going on. Yeah.
Because that's awesome.
Yeah, interesting stuff because
quite
it's
a
not just
catch.
one video. It's on quite a few different videos.
So then it definitely cancels out something got to do with the camera lens though.
Yeah, because it's on various footage.
Yeah.
And it's nothing being claimed. It's not spoken about. It's just randomized this video.
Oh, that's awesome stuff. Yeah, as soon as you're literally right. As soon as he leaves that edge, then it shoots across.
Yeah.
But I love with the solar filter, the special contrast filter, how it shows it looks like a bubble kind of thing.
Correct. It's crazy, eh?
That's really something.
So I sent it to Travis, and I see Travis made a comment there.
What did he say? Because he's also got his own thoughts on things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis is also cool.
Good guy, yeah.
Yeah, but he calls everything the ether band.
Yeah.
It shoots across, and that's quite a fast. I mean, it's traveling faster actually than the ISS going across.
Yeah, because I think it's magnified. It's super magnified, as you can see. It's a larger object when it's out of focus, sort of thing. But yeah, it's a very interesting.
I mean, look at that speed though. It's like as soon as he hits, travels much faster than what the ISS apparently traveled through the sun. Oh, thank you for that link.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. That's like wow.
I'll share the Sun one as well. I re-uploaded because I had it in poor quality. But yeah, I'll send you this link as well. I do mark on the video where you'll see the actual. I say the reverse sun coming back, and there's more other videos of this as well. It's not just this one video.
Is this one that you took yourself?
No. This is I found, Dan actually sent the video regarding the sunset, and I was watching the video and I said to Dan, "Yes, you see that sun shoot back?" And he says, "What? No. Well, what are you talking about?" So I said, "Dude, watch here," and I gave him the seconds, and he didn't see it. And I said, "Dude, just watch it again," and then he saw it. And yeah, interesting enough, the channel's name is the number of pi. And if you go and look at the rest of the videos, it's all these weird videos, random videos, 10 years ago. And then I started watching more sunset videos of other people, and I started seeing this happen more and more often again. So I'm excited to capture one myself.
Yeah, because
just for me, I went watching just random sunset videos, not of anyone looking for this, and yeah, you see the same anomaly happening.
go, yeah.
Very interesting.
and that's sort of like we just saw with the ISS going across the sun as well.
Yeah,
It shoots
similar
the
things
opposite.
happening.
And this is what I say with what's the name? Reflection, internal reflection. This kind
Yeah.
of exactly what I'm talking about, and that kind of looks like it's making a reflection. You could say on, like you said, you would
Correct.
say the dome.
Yeah, that's why I hate using the word because it's going to discredit this.
Yeah,
But I think there's a lot to it.
definitely. Wow.
Interesting stuff, eh?
Yeah. But this is beautiful sun footage. I love how it's also having a apparent science change as it goes away. There we go, and then shoots, and it goes at it, and that's usually also what you would see. I mean, you look at the speed up of that second while it's shooting back, and that's usually how it would be with a reflection of something. If it's moving away, that reflection speeds up when it's going back.
Yeah.
It does
It's
definitely have
quicker.
that effect.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I really enjoy this. It's become like a hobby now, which is turning into a discovery, which is fantastic if it is a real discovery.
What I love about this is like, does anybody really know about the world we live in?
I think there are very few people that know. I think a lot of us are, I'm going to use an old school word, brainwashed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're very limited to the information we get fed.
Yeah.
That I'm definitely.
And then very, this is the word, censored, suppressed of any new information. And if you want to share something, you're ridiculed, which I find disgusting.
Did I just show? Guys, I didn't even show it on screen. I didn't
I was
realize
going to
that.
say we didn't get to see that.
Now I
Oh,
feel
play
like
again. It's good enough to play again.
I feel like a tosh, guys. Sorry.
Mm.
Okay.
Holding it for yourself, that's just so selfish, man.
I'm so see. I told you I make mistakes.
No, it's the new information that's rattling your bones there, but
It is. It's really. Look at the ISS going, and you see it shoots across there, guys. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna put the speed down again, 25. Yeah, first showing the ISS one quickly again. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I didn't even realize. I don't even know when I changed it. You're just gonna have the trolls now. Oh, look at the ISS. So there's something up there. No shit, Sherlock. There's definitely something up there. It's where you claimed it to be. That's the problem. Okay. Let's see. As soon as it hits that rim there, look what's going on. It shoots that. See that? That like kind of orb-looking thing.
Yeah.
Really odd stuff.
Wow.
Okay, let's get a bit closer. There we go. It's gonna know. Now this is what I love with this filter. Look how it's going to shoot back. As soon as he hits, doop, there it goes.
Wow.
That's how we say it could be like a reflection kind of thing. And the other video down at this one is just awesome. This is the one we were talking about with as soon as the sun goes away and you're gonna see it the reflection, as we're saying, is going to shoot back up. There we go. Check there.
Wow.
Yeah, Tony. Traveling at 1.2 million miles per hour through universe in an open system is like driving in a car at astronomical speeds with no roof and windshield out and no get your head ripped off. Not get your head ripped off. Yeah. It's like having a hurricane in your car and thinking it's a mild breeze. Let's check this again. Look at this reflection, guys. I'm going to put it slow as well. Speed. I just saw 0.5 should be fine. as the moon goes away in the distance. It's going to come. There we go. See that like reflection kind of thing.
So cool.
That's awesome. Thanks again for bringing this. Really appreciate it.
No, you're welcome.
It makes a person really think.
Yeah. Yeah, so messing around with the little experiments that I've been doing, I've been able to replicate something similar as well, which is what's also leading me down this whole path of this water bubble and showing the density gradients. So yes, we do have density gradients, but the understanding of it and why we're seeing what we are seeing is what's misunderstood. And I hope I'm correct, because it makes sense to me, and I'm able to replicate it in a small scale. And if I am correct, I think it's a massive breakthrough for understanding of why we're seeing what we're seeing.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I know it sounds very far-fetched and woo land. I'm this random dude that's talking about this. But yeah, let's see. I think there's something to this, and especially with the positive feedback from educated people, was nice to, and it was nice to hear, and it gave me a bit of encouragement to carry on doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm saying the more you, what's awesome about you is, I mean, a lot of the things today that is consensus cannot be demonstrated on small scale. It's got to just be taken on word, on like this is how you were taught by university or whatever. So that's how it happens. It's just how it's got to be accepted, and that's why it's so difficult for them to accept if there's another explanation for the same effect.
Yeah, the closest that I could find about what I'm doing is only later in the research is when Travis was emailing Andrew Thomas Young, and Andrew sent back some previous people that did peer reviews, and it was in the 1600s.
Oh, yeah.
by a British dude, William something. I've got it saved here somewhere, and he spoke of lenses as well, which was fascinating. But there's not much information on it, so all I know is there was one dude back in the day in the 1600s that spoke of something similar to what I'm doing, and it was quite fascinating to hear him talk about it. And I didn't know about this dude, so that's also a bit of encouragement on my side that I'm not imagining what I'm seeing. Someone else has seen this as well, and this guy was a scientist.
Okay.
But yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Yours is much more plausible because you're able to demonstrate it. They're not able to demonstrate their claims, so it's more with them. It's more like correlative based than causation based. You understand?
Yeah, a lot of the guys, when you email them, they ask you what's your credentials, and then they won't chat to you. It's so disgusting.
It is.
It's really gross.
Yeah, if you don't have a PhD behind your name, then you don't even get considered, which is not actually scientific at all. It's just showing that they have a biased opinion to anything, and that's not scientific at all.
Yeah.
Because science doesn't care about a person's opinion to anything. And
Yeah.
I've seen it a lot. If the guys have a PhD or whatever, then they think they're sort of better than you, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's sad. Yes, I'm a IT engineer by trade. I don't work in IT anymore. By qualification, I studied IT engineering and project management, but I don't do any of that. I've got my own business. I'm to put in inverted commas a businessman. But you ask me anything IT related now, dude, I'm terrible at it. Even though I've got the qualifications, I'm bad at it.
But look how it's. But you know that IT, you have to keep up there. Every 3 months, it's updating. So if you're not going to keep updated with it, it's going to change. I mean, look now, I was building servers and stuff before I was out of school. But it's not the same today as how we were building with the, you know what I mean?
Dude, it's
Everything
crazy,
has
yeah.
changed.
And it's every 2 months, new courses, studying, and yeah, just eventually I couldn't keep up, and I just felt like, no, dude, this is not the career path I want to go down.
Yeah.
Because I didn't enjoy it. If I enjoyed it, I wouldn't mind studying something new, but I don't really enjoy the techie stuff. I'm not a big tech fan. But I studied it because I always thought there's going to be work with it, and in the beginning I was okay with it, but yeah, just the more and more involved it got, I was just like, nah, this is not for me, man.
It was like me. It was the same with me. That's why I studied graphic design and stuff, because I had a passion for it and stuff, and I still enjoy it though. But after doing 10 years of it, and you know, it doesn't really become a passion kind of thing when I'm a guy that likes to work with my hands. And anyway, I ended up now becoming a spray painter and all that. And now when you say, okay, you're a spray painter, then they think you're some uneducated numbskull. But that doesn't mean just because I studied for another thing and I'm doing what I'm doing now, I'm uneducated. I mean, to be a spray painter, you have to have knowledge of things anyway. But that's the problem that people have. They see what you kind of doing, and then they just say, oh, this guy has to be a moron. Instead of actually looking at the knowledge you have. That's why I say, I've got a car in the garage. I built the thing from the ground up. I'm not a qualified mechanic, but now does that mean I don't know how to build a car?
Yeah, that's actually a good analogy. It's also like a friend of mine. He's a chef by trade, and he's self-taught programmer, and he was actually quite good at it, but he didn't enjoy it. And yeah, he went back to chefing, but yeah, he was a programmer for a few years, and yeah, I've tried that, and I said, no, dude, this is I'd rather be a brain surgeon, thank you. But yeah, he was self-taught programmer. Does it mean he's not a programmer? No, he fucking wrote programs.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing.
Yeah.
They don't get it. But I think that's the problem with how people are brought up today. It's about status. And, you know, I'm better than you kind of thing, and I think that's just the wrong way to be brought up.
And that's why I enjoy having the discussions with, I'm going to hate to use the label, but flat earthers. It's a much more civil conversation, to be honest. It's way more civil, and it goes places where the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
But like I said, enjoy it.
Like I said in the beginning, I didn't really want to be labeled flat earther, because, like I said, flat earth has a stigma because of the flat earth society, and I didn't want to be labeled that. But after a while, I just said, what the heck? And now I'm actually enjoying it because it pisses the anti-flat earthers off. So that's the reason why I'm more than happy to be called a flat earther.
Yeah, and that's what I've also been noticing is a lot of the arguments is it's not from people that are against the discussion. They're just against they are, like you said, anti-flat earther.
Yeah, they total different.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got nothing to do with what's being presented. It's about
I mean, like my wife,
it's being presented.
Like my wife, she's not a flat earther. She believes in the globe, but she doesn't worry about it. She doesn't care what shape it is. But she doesn't go on like these guys go on. I mean, I know a lot of friends, they're all globe believers, but they don't go on like this. These guys are. That's what I say. It's like literally a type of insanity stigma thing that I don't know. It's like they have some kind of vendetta.
Yeah, it's very, very weird. And the same people on the same discords and same arguments, why they're still there, it's almost as if they know there's something not right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak for anyone else. I'm just saying, to me, it feels that way. It appears that way. They're there because I think they know there's something not going on. Something's not right. That's why I'm listening to the discussion, because something doesn't feel right, and what's being presented is in my opinion, it's decent stuff that's being presented. And I love the discussion. I think it's fantastic, and I think it's healthy, and I think it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I'm just going to say thank you for coming on. Thank you, everybody. I think we're going to end it here. Tomorrow night's live again, so definitely.
Yeah, you've been live quite often.
Yeah,
well done for that.
I try to go live every night as I can. As much as I can as possible. Because I enjoy actually live streaming. It's
Yeah, a lot of the times I'm just working in the background, so I listen to a lot of it. I don't always see the visuals, but yeah, and further discussions.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I thank you for your support. I thank everybody for their support. Actually, I mean, sometimes it astounds me still that I get so much people actually watching a stream. I mean, in the beginning I thought, oh, maybe gonna have like 2 people.
Okay, well done. You've got quite a few viewers, so yeah, keep it up.
So no, it's all because of everybody helping me. I really do appreciate everybody. So yeah, thank you for coming. I think, yeah, thank you for you guys supporting the show. I mean, like I said, it's you guys that help me run the show. So without you guys, there wouldn't be a show.
Without the possibility of a flat Earth, there wouldn't be a show either.
Yeah, it probably would have been about something else then. Then I probably would have carried on with my other channel, because I don't know if you know, I've got another channel as well.
No.
I just don't really work on it. It's a spray painting channel.
Okay, yeah, send me the link.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah, I've only got like, what, 65 subscribers there.
There's 65 people talking live is not easy, man. I did it to a classroom of 30 people, and I was nervous. So 65 people is a lot of people.
Yeah, but that's why I say that if it wasn't for Flat Earth, I would have done something else then. It's just I have a passion for the Flat Earth discussion, and that's why I do it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so thanks for coming. Thanks, PJ again. Matt. Yeah, thanks guys. Really appreciate you guys, and appreciate everybody in chat. You guys all rock. Definitely want to see you guys again. Hope to see you again. Probably will, hopefully tomorrow. Many blessings, and may the pressure be with you.